Hi there, guys and gals, all my family and friends. How are you? Welcome to Real Mamas TV show. And you are talking to the number one mama, Mama Diva, aka Gina James. How are you guys today? And I just want, well, actually, this evening, tonight, I was going through the, my Facebook page. You know, I go through and see what everybody's posting and everything. And I had just saw on here about, I'm pretty sure you know everybody somewhere that had some altercations or knows about someone that's had some altercations with cops and how they go about things and how they, you know, the asshole bullshit that they do. And what was brought to my attention was this young lady, 29 years old, was arrested, got snatched out of her hospital bed, and minutes later, after they took her to the police station, she died. She wound up passing away from blood clots. She said she had pain in her legs and she couldn't walk, and she was in a lot of pain, and the hospital was taking too long to service her. And then they asked her to leave. I guess she probably got belligerent, and so they asked her to leave. They called the police officers. The police officers tried to take her out. She couldn't walk, so they carried her. They carried her. They carried her out of the hospital, dragged her into the police station, put her in a cell on the floor, and minutes later she died. Now, I don't know if some of you know, a year or so ago, my cousin had passed away. The police stopped him. They arrested him. He told them that he was sick. They arrested him for drugs. He told them that he was sick. They did not believe him. He wound up ingesting the drugs, and they would not take him to the hospital, and he wound up passing away. Make a long story short, they wound up selling out of court with my auntie for millions of dollars. And the point is, it's ridiculous how all of these police officers just take it upon themselves like they God or who mighty or whoever, whatever else. And when somebody tell you that they sick, they hurting or whatever else, if they don't feel like taking you to the hospital, they just won't take you. Fuck how you feeling, fuck what's going on and everything else. And it's just ludicrous that in the first place, she was at a hospital trying to get service. And these dumbasses, not only should the police officer be sued, the police department, but this goddamn hospital should be sued as well. Because if you can't help her or y'all overcrowded or whatever, there should be nurses on staff, assistants, whatever it is, students, whoever it is, and somebody should have been able to find out why this woman was in so much pain, give her a pain pill, give her something to just calm her down until the doctor can see her. But to call a police officer and then these assholes yank her out of a hospital bed where she dies on a cell floor by herself is insane. It's fucking crazy. It makes no sense to me. And with all the shit that's going on, I don't understand why the mayor, the aldermen, you know, the governor, what the fuck are you doing? It's like you motherfuckers are then went from bad to worse. It's bad enough that you're closing down all the goddamn schools and everything else now, and you still can't keep the motherfucking police department in order. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. What is your take on it? Please leave me, you know, a message, a view, you know, what you have to say. Is going to be, you know, a part 2 to this. Tell me your experience with crooked ass police officers. It does not make any sense that these people, you know, are basically you killing the folks that you arrest. They have nothing else better to do. They always claim that it ain't no money, it ain't nothing for this and that and everything else. And then now don't get me wrong. I'm the first to say, you know, there is a few good cops. I mean, where I've ran into, oh my gosh, at least I can count on one hand I can't honestly say I can count on one hand how many good cops I have actually met and that have went out their way to like help my family and help us out, you know, when we went through situations and stuff. I got arrested before. We were coming from a trip, and I didn't have the front plates on the car, so that's why he initially pulled me over. And when he pulled me over, I wound up having a warrant, and he said it was for non-payment, but we didn't know what it was. I found out later it was because my SR22 insurance, the dumbass, cheap-ass insurance company, I get to them later, did not report it to the DMV, to the state, and so my insurance wind up, well, it wasn't reported, so that and that was mandatory for me to have SR22 insurance in order to keep my license valid. And since that did not happen, that's where that came from. And so the officer it was a hot day. I'm talking about it had to be every bit of 100 degrees out. This was in the summer. When I say the police officer, which some of them could be assholes, he did not tow my car. He literally waited over an hour for my son and his wife to get there to come and pick the car up. It was so hot, the police officer literally left, drove to the nearest gas station to buy bottled water and everything for my kids, came back, gave them water and everything. He let my husband put the children in a car. He said, you know what, I don't want them. It's mandatory. We have to put the handcuffs on you. That's just their policy. That's what it is that they have to do. He said, but I'm going to let them, you know, I'm going to let your husband put the kids and your son and them put the kids, you know, in the car and everything, and so that they wouldn't have to see this. I'm talking about this officer went out his way. He was very, very respectful, very helpful and everything. Even when I went to the police station, this was something I'm like, you know, in this hick town, and the other officers in them told me, honey, we don't give I-bonds. We never, ever, very rare, seldom give I-bonds. And the officer specifically told them to give me an I-bond. That's just one case of, you know, an officer going out his way. He did his job, his duty. I couldn't do nothing but praise him, even though I got arrested and I had to go through all that and I had to get all of that, you know, taken care of, which I did, and everything else. But there are some good ones. But there's like, for every one good one, you got, you know, these many over here, 100 more that's assholes. And it's just ridiculous when it's getting to the point that, you know what, you're denying, you know, the people that you arrest medical attention. That's just, you know, that is just fucking insane. And I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And you know, if you got an issue or something like that you want to talk about, you know, let's discuss it. Tell me, you know, if you're from Chicago and you know, the South Side, West Side, wherever you from, you know, if you're from Atlanta, California, New York, you know, tell me what happened to you. You know, let me know how the cops are in your area. If you stay in a good area, if you stay in a bad area and there's decent cops around you, you know, let us hear those stories too. We definitely want to hear about, you know, those good cops. Maybe they can rub off on some of these assholes, because it's just getting ridiculous when a young 29-year-old, you just starting your life is, you just flourishing, and it's just snatched away from you like that. It's senseless. So, until next time, thank you all. Mwah. Love you and God bless, and ta-ta for now.